feel stressed and overwhelmed? Do you wish there was an easy solution? Well, what if I told you that easy solution, you could find it at your local grocery store? The ingredients to the simple solution are eggs, milk, butter, flour, and sugar. Good evening, my name is Alicia Reynolds, and today I'm here to talk to you about how baking is a great, sufficient stress reliever. Instead of rather letting your stress overwhelm you and just giving up, you should look into how baking actually reduces the stress and makes you happy. So, eating and baking makes you happy. And anything from cookies to cake to pies, any kind of pastry makes everyone pretty happy and puts a smile on your face. But not a lot of people know why it does that exactly. There are certain chemicals in your brain that do that. And they are called your happy chemicals. Here you see you have dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, serotonin. All of these chemicals combined send little happy signals throughout your brain. Dopamine is more like a little motivational kind of chemical, so it wants you to get things done, do things. So it's a very positive chemical that wants you to not be stressed out and be overwhelmed. Serotonin is found in chocolate, and chocolate, can be used in baking, and chocolate can be pretty much used for a lot of things. But serotonin, it is kind of your balances your mood, and it's an antidepressant. So when you eat lots of chocolate and pastries, you're less likely to be depressed, and you don't really feel stressed a lot. So there's this thing that Sarah Bothell made, and it is called pie therapy. And usually you don't want to go find costly medicines or tiresome therapies that try to fix your stress problems, but Sarah made this pie therapy where tons of people gather and make pies, and while they're making these pies, they have therapy sessions going through how stressed they are, getting help and kind of comfort from other people. Next, I'm going to talk to you about how baking makes you concentrated and feel accomplished. So when you're baking, it is a very hard task. You have to make sure your measurements are right, you have to make sure that the temperature is right, and that you put in all the right ingredients. So it's a very, very detailed task. And when you look at pastry chefs, you notice that they are very meticulous and scrupulous, and they pay very close attention to every detail when they are baking. And because they're paying so close attention, they are distracted from all the stress and all the worries that they have, and they're being relieved. Because of this relief, you're getting the repetition of doing things, mixing and piping stuff, and the repetition is very calming. The winner of the 2012 Great British Bake Off, John Wyatt, says that baking has a calming, meditative effect because he knows what he's doing and he's planning a lot, so he feels really at ease when he's baking, rather than if he's not baking and he's stressed and worried a lot. Next, I will be talking to you about a last point, which is that baking creates happiness by making relationship bonds stronger. And they make these stronger by bringing people together and showing that the people you love can make something that they will love. Because baking and any other meal prep is nourishing you and others. And in this nourishment, it's survival, and you know that you will live and your others will live. Also, a lot of people have many happy memories with baking and with their family, which is really sweet because, when you break bread with someone, it shows a strong tie. In conclusion, I'd like to thank you and say that stressed is desserts spelled backwards. And baking is good because it creates chemicals that make you happy, and it creates stronger ties, and it is very calming and meditative. So you should really bake rather than let your stress overwhelm you. Thank you.